Hello dear friends, glad to see you on my channel. Today is an unusual video for my channel because the video will not be about Poppy playtime. Yes, you didn't mishear. Today I will tell you not about our favorite game. Our conversation today will be about the recently released game Garten of Banban 7, which also, like Poppy playtime, is quickly gaining momentum. So, to learn as much as possible about this game, and not to miss anything interesting, I advise you to watch this video till the end. And now, I suggest to get to the main topic of the video. Let's go. Let's first understand what this game is and what its essence is. Garten of Banban is a horror game, the events of which unfold in a kindergarten. According to the story, in one of the days in this kindergarten, all the children disappeared, and the task of our main character is to find out what caused this sinister event, while trying not to go crazy. In this game, you can find riddles and puzzles, as well as deceptively kind atmosphere. Now, I suggest you to understand who Banban is and what he is. Banban is the second most important character in the game. He is the main mascot of Garten of Banban and an ally of our character. Banban is also known to us as the Devil and Adam Usman. Banban has two forms that we can encounter in the game, namely the Banban monster, which is an intelligent creature with memories of Adam. He is also intelligent just like Adam. They have the same feelings, and it's all because they share the same genome. So Banban believes that he is Adam. A little earlier I mentioned that Banban has two forms, so his second form is the Infernal Banban. This is a monster that craves pancreas. He can smell every pancreas in this form. So in this form he shows himself to be violent, insane, and emotional. When talking about the Banban monster, I mentioned a certain Adam. So Adam is a certain scientist who works at this facility and is also a donor of genetic material to Banban. But the funny thing is that in the 7th part of the game, Garten of Banban, we won't find Banban himself, and we will see him only while sleeping, and on the teaser trailer for the 7th part. But today I propose you to talk about the monsters that we did meet in Garten of Banban 7. Well, the first monster that we can notice is the surgeon. He is a dangerous creature with 4 arms. Initially we could wonder who the surgeon will be in the game, enemy or friend, but as it turned out, and will be both. At first, he will try to cause us some inconvenience, but after we helped him, he became our ally. In the various notes that we will find during the game will be described his achievements. For example, that he knows how to fix and construct something, but his favorite thing to do is to perform operations. I think that it is because of his favorite occupation that he got such an alias. His dislike of humans is due to the fact that they locked him in a lower level. Also, the surgeon creates some monsters in his operating room. The surgeon himself is named Case 4, while his experiments are called Case 4B. These monsters are called citizens, as they live in a city called Saitinjian. But it should be noted that not all of the surgeon's experiments were successful, because some of the citizens can not only walk and talk, but to perform some manipulation, and some cannot even stand on their feet. Citizens of this city, as well as the surgeon, openly hate people. They even tell us about it. But it is not strange, because the surgeon is the mayor of this city. According to my information, the developers of Garten of Banban invited bloggers from different countries to voice these citizens. Try to guess the voice of any blogger and write your guesses in the comments. However, among all these citizens, we can meet a rather creepy creature, which apparently is a failed experiment. My advice for you would be to just run away from him, because nothing good from this monster should not be expected. Well, throughout the game we were watched by Zulfius, but there is nothing new here. If you played previous versions of the game, you could notice that he did exactly the same thing there. But then our character will be pursued by other monsters, namely mutated monsters, or as they are called, infected. In the beginning, the infected Tamataki and Chamataki fall to us, and we can also see him at the end of the game. However, it should be noted that unlike in previous chapters, he is not a full-fledged enemy. Nabnalina, on the other hand, gives us much more trouble. The infected spider certainly doesn't chase us like crazy, but she patiently tracks us down and waits to see what we will do. And it would seem that our character is in a hopeless situation. There is nowhere to hide from her. But then our character takes a barrel of Gavanium, fixes it, sets it on fire, and launches it. Thus we manage to catch Nabdalina and neutralize her. Among the infected, we can also find Miss Mason, aka Banbalina. Sheriff Toadster failed to save her in the last chapter, and she was captured by Sir Dadu. We can't say that her character has changed much, but we can say that about her body color. Just like in the good old days, we get tasks from Miss Mason for failure to fulfill, which we will be severely punished. And what about the others? Along the way, we can meet infected Tart and Opila, as well as Kitty Zaver, who appears at the end of the game with the others. Also during the game, we can meet Jester. In my opinion, Jester and Banbalina are exactly the infected monsters. How many of them our character has any quests and activities? We meet Jester when we enter the dwelling of one of the citizens who starts to complain to us about the constant screaming of the neighbor. Our character goes to the neighbor, trying to find out the reason for his screams. And then we meet the infected Jester, who accuses our character that he never laughed at his jokes, and then begins a chase for our character. At the end of this chase, we hide behind the Sheriff Toadster, who protects us from Jester. Accidentally, during this scuffle, Sheriff Toadster kills Jester. He is very sad about this situation, because he didn't want it to happen this way. He only wanted to scare Jester away. Also, here we can notice one interesting detail, that when a character dies, his infection disappears. Of course, the new chapter of Garten of Banban did not do without Stinger Flynn, who again makes us feel guilty and tells us that everything is our character's fault, and then as usual puts us to sleep. The next character is Sir Dadu, but it should be noted that like in Garten of Banban 6, in the 7th part, he cannot be called one of the main characters. But in Garten of Banban 7, we learn some details about his past, such as that he was an inspirational leader who advised to forget about his shortcomings and emphasize on his advantages. As far as we can understand, people treated the monsters with disdain, basically as if they were just another experiment. Interestingly, in Poppy Playtime, there was a similar situation, and as we know from there, it had some unpleasant consequences. Also, in Part 7, we can see Jumbo Josh. The last time we could see him escape from the cage was back in Part 4. However, here we can see the epic fight of Jumbo Josh with all the infected monsters, where he without much difficulty to deal with all of them. And all these monsters were attracted by the scepter, or rather a part of the scepter, which Sir Dadu was hunting for and which we had to find. We did not even have to do anything. Jumbo Josh coped with everything himself, but at the end of the battle he decided to taste the scepter, apparently thought that it is a candy, and because of this died. And now I propose to quickly talk about those who were only mentioned in the 7th part, but as such did not take part in it. The slow Sealand snail is mentioned in the notes as being intellectually advanced and not aggressive. From the reports we can learn that she has some kind of superpower, because of which she is not only fast, but also able to turn off cameras, but then these cameras start working again. Another character that is mentioned in Part 7 but doesn't appear there is Brashista the Anteater. His image can only be found in a secret room just before the finale. Which of the Garten of Banban 7 characters did you like the most? And who do you expect to see in the 8th part? Write your opinion in the comments. I'll be very interested to meet him. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and put likes on the videos. It motivates me insanely. That's all for today. See you soon. Bye-bye.